So here's an example. Imagine the question says something like, here's an existing situation, there's a proposed site, there's a couple of buildings around, there's a park in one section, and the people want to be thinking about where they might be able to put in some solar panels. So where would be a good place to put in some solar panels? So clearly, one of the things you'd be thinking about is, well, here's the north arrow. So I'm going to be thinking about where the sun is coming from, right? So the sun is going to be mostly coming from the south and a little bit from the east and the west. So I also have to think about the context. So in this case, I have an existing 6-story building. I have a couple of 3-story buildings, and then I have a 12-story building. Well, that 12-story building would cast a really big shadow across my site, except it's up on the north side. So its shadow is going to be mostly going in these other directions. So this building, while it seems sort of scary because it's potentially a big shadow that could damage my ability to put this solar panel in place, it's actually not really going to impact us any because for the most part, it's always going to be shadowing in some other location. This one, though, is a 6-story building on the south side of our site, so there's definitely going to be some shadow that's going to come along from that building. Now, I didn't put any dimensions on here, so we'd have to have some system for understanding how big the shadow would be. But I think that the answer here would be, where would you put those solar panels in order to get as much sun as possible? I think the answer would be kind of anywhere in sort of this area. So as long as I was somewhere in that spot, I don't have to worry about this shadow getting to me. If I was right here, well, it depends. In the winter, that shadow of the building might get there, but over here, it's just not going to get there. That's an example of a hotspot where the computer understands there's a difference between this area compared to this area. It can tell that this area is potentially going to have a shadow on it. So that's another kind of, for the programming example of the exam number 3, this would be the kind of hotspot thing you might get in that situation. So you have to be within the right area, but there's not a specific, it's not like the panel must be exactly right there. As long as we're reasonably close in that, it's going to understand what you mean, and it's going to allow you to say, yes, that's a good spot.